don't miss out on a bunch of extra money by not having any email marketing set up, because trust me, you're gonna lose a lot of money if you don't have this set up. What is up everyone? Welcome to another Shopify video. Shri Kanase here, and today we're going to be diving into email marketing. Email marketing is an extremely important topic because it is your back end and you're supposed to be making profit and earning extra money through your back end. Generally, people think that you should be earning tons and tons of profit in the front end just through driving people to your landing page through Facebook ads, Google ads, etc. But that is not necessarily true. In reality, you should be just about breaking even with Facebook ads. The main money is going to come through the back end, and that is exactly what I'm going to be showing you guys in this video. But if you're new to this channel, like always, make sure to smash that subscribe button down below. I mean, come on, if you've already watched more than one of my videos, what the hell? Just go ahead and subscribe. And if you have been following me, welcome back and thank you for following me. But let's go ahead and jump into this. Alright guys, so I have Klaviyo opened up here. This is one of the main Shopify apps that I use for email marketing. It is extremely expensive because for this specific Shopify store, which has done 400k this year, I don't know why it's glitched, but it says I did it for last year, but it should be for this year. But as you guys can see, I have earned around $17,000 just through emails. Now this could have been a much higher percentage had I put more time and effort into email marketing. It could have easily been up to 10%, which is in this case around $40,000. That is a lot of money just through emails. But if we go through, we can see all of the specific flows that I have set up. Now, flows are automated campaigns that keep getting sent to your list. So the abandoned cart flows, of course, for people who abandoned their carts and did not purchase. There's a new customer flows and a bunch of other flows. But today we're going to be focusing on a specific amount of flows that you should have set up if you haven't already. I could make a video that is 10 hours long if I went through each and every single one of these flows. So just to keep it straightforward and to the point, we're going to go over the main ones. But as you can see, the abandoned cart flow has of course given the most amount of revenue because that is where the most revenue is to be made. The people were in the mindset of purchasing the product, but something came up which made them want to click out of your page and basically do it later. So these flows basically remind them over and over again that they left something in their cart and they should complete their purchase. New customer flow is again a very important one because it is welcoming new customers to your list, basically getting them ready to see what you have to offer them. Now, just a little disclaimer, you should not just be hammering them with promotional offer after promotional offer. That is a good way to completely lose your followers' interest and have a very poor quality email list. But we'll be discussing more on what kind of emails you should be sending once we hit the Google Doc. But now that we have gone over the basic flows, let's go ahead and jump into our Google Doc where I'll show you guys exactly how it's done. Alright guys, welcome back. So it's time to go over the strategy on what you should be doing for your email marketing. And the first thing we have on our list is of course the most important flow, as I showed you guys, which is abandoned cart. Now in abandoned cart, for every single Shopify store I make, I have 3 emails for my abandoned cart flow. Email number 1 is the first email, which basically lets them know that they have forgotten something in their cart and to go back to their cart to complete their purchase. So let's write this down just to avoid any confusion. So the first email is to simply remind them that they have forgotten something. Now, it is important that you guys do not include any type of discount in this first email. We want to add scarcity and discount starting from the second email. The first email is simply reminding them that they have forgotten something. And this gets sent immediately after 30 minutes. So if you're using Klaviyo or MailChimp or any other email software, it gives you the ability to decide when they should get the specific email. So for the abandoned cart email flow, you want to schedule the first email to be sent 30 minutes after they abandon their cart. After the first email has been sent, you want to schedule the second email to be sent 6 hours after the first email has been sent. And this email, we introduce the scarcity and discount factor. So introduce scarcity, which means letting them know that the discount that you have offered is only available for the next 24 hours, next 48 hours, etc. So introduce scarcity and a discount. This is where we really start letting them know that this is a limited time offer. Whatever we're offering them is not available in 2 days, 3 days, etc. because the discount is going to expire in 24 hours and your item is in extremely high demand, so your item will be also out of stock soon. So combining these two factors is a really good way to add a lot of scarcity to the email. And now the third and final email, which gets sent after the first day. So schedule the email number 3 one day after the second email has been sent. And in this email, we introduced a final scarcity and discount. Now just a little note, for this specific email, you can either increase the discount or keep it the same. For my emails, I like to introduce a discount of 10% off for email number 2, and in this third email, I introduce a 15% off discount. So let's write this down. Increase scarcity and the discount value. So as you can see, by the third email, we have added tons of scarcity and given them an incentive to purchase, which is the discount value. Now a little disclaimer, you want to explain in the emails exactly why they should even consider purchasing from you. So again, add emotional words, emotion heavy words basically. But this is the general layout for the abandoned cart emails. And if you have no email marketing set up, this is the number 1 flow that you should start with and get configured. You want to design it according to your Shopify store and the overall theme. So if you have, let's say, a lot of blue on your Shopify store, maybe you also want to have some sort of blue in the header or in the footer menu of your emails. Kind of keep the theme ongoing and matching. But let's move on to our number 2 flow, which is the second important. And that flow is the new customer thank you flow. This is the second most important flow that you can set up for your Shopify store. And let me explain exactly why. So let me introduce an analogy here for you guys so it's better for you to understand. Think of a friend who you have recently met, someone new, and has never come to your house. It may be a person of the opposite sex which you want to impress. Well, if they're coming to your house, it would be common sense to make sure your house is completely nice and looks good and is decorated really well. You want to basically invite them into your life and let them know that your life is really fun, amazing, and cool. That is the same when it comes to the new customer thank you flow. A new customer has basically joined your list. They know literally nothing about your website except the one product that they saw on Facebook. They don't know what your website stands for or why it was even created in the first place. What is the meaning behind the website? And this is the flow where you introduce them your website. You invite them into your life, basically, of your website's life at least, and give them a reason to stick around. So the first email, which gets sent exactly 1 day after someone joins, should do just that. It should be a welcoming email letting them know that you appreciate their existence in your email list and basically you're very happy that they joined you. It should not have any type of promotion. I would not even recommend that you have any types of products in this email. Just have a simple text email saying, thank you for joining us. We really appreciate you. So let's write this down. So do not include any offers in this email. Make it completely text-based and add a lot of emotion to it. So make it text-based and emotional. So moving on from that, we go into our second email. The second email should tell them a little story behind your store. Maybe a little story about yourself or basically a figurative character which you can make for your website. For example, if you're in the pet niche, for the second email, you could possibly tell a story of how the owner of the website, which is also a pet owner, decided to open this website up just to help all of the pet owners around the world. So you really want the customers to connect with you. And this can be done through a figurative character which you come up with. So let's write that down. So tell a story in this email. And finally, the third email, which is sent 3 days after someone joins the list, is basically an email which should let the customer know that they will receive a discount if they invite someone else, possibly a friend, family member, acquaintance, onto your website. So immediately we introduce our brand, tell them our story, and now we're asking them to invite other people to join our story. So as you guys can see, these emails go hand in hand because they connect with each other. So for the third email, ask the customer to invite a family or friend for a discount for the customer themselves and their friend. So ask customer to invite someone to your website and give them an incentive to do so. So you guys can see why my own new customer thank you flow has such a high amount of profit just from the emails. And that is because I'm telling a story in my emails. It is not some promotional bullshit where all they're getting hammered with is, oh, buy this or buy that. Oh, we have a new collection on our website. Don't do any of that for the new customer thank you email. You wanted to keep it based on feelings and a story. Now moving on to our third flow, which I'll be covering in this video is the win-back flow. And if you guys haven't already guessed it, the win-back flow is basically for those customers who have forgotten about your website. They joined your email list days back and they have not really been active with any of the products on your store, or they haven't purchased anything. And this is kind of like a retargeting email list. I don't know about you guys, but for me, retargeting ads on Facebook get the highest amount of ROI. And that is the same for emails. Through the win-back series, we want to win back the customer and basically start their life cycle all over again. If you guys didn't know, each customer has a life cycle which they go by. Once that life cycle ends, they start to forget about your website. And these emails get sent at the very end of the life cycle where they have basically forgotten about you. And they're done just so that they can restart this life cycle and start purchasing once again. But I know I have a lot of emails listed over here, but don't get too scared. You can work on this one by one. The first email, which gets sent after 30 days, is the first email reminding them that they have forgotten about our website and why they should come back to our website. Again, stay away from any types of incentives and scarcity. We just want to basically let them know any kinds of changes we have made to our website or any types of new products, collections that we have added to our website. So let's write this down. Describe new changes. After that's gone, and that is sent after 30 days, we want to send another email which gets sent 3 days after this first email, which means after 33 days in total. And this is the email where we start really offering those incentives to change their mind and make them want to come back to us. So let's write that down. Start adding incentives. Now, if you plan to do all of these 8 emails, you want to start the incentives off small, maybe at 10%, and go on as you move through the list. But if you're only planning to have around 4 emails, 3 emails, which is completely fine, you could do that. You want to start off the incentives at a high amount, a ridiculous amount which will make them want to come back to you. 40% off, 50% off, 60% off discounts. The only reason we handle this sort of a loss is because we want to restart their life cycle. Once they purchase from you, they're going to become interested in your website once again, just because we have restarted their life cycle. So that is why we offer these heavy discounts. So start offering heavy discounts. And again, you could go up all the way to 60%, but if you're going up to 4 emails, 5 emails, I would recommend you go up numerically. So maybe at this email number 2, it could be 20% off, email number 3, 30% off, etc. And after the second email, we want to continue what we have started in the second email onwards. Of course, we want to word it differently, but the idea is the same. Start adding more and more incentives and start adding heavy discounts. In addition, you want to start adding scarcity. So maybe like this 40% off coupon is only active for the next 24 hours or anything else you would like. But that is the general layout of the win-back campaigns. I'm not going to go ahead and continue writing for each specific campaign because this is the exact layout as shown in email number 2. Start by adding incentives, heavy discounts, scarcity. You really want to keep on adding more and more scarcity just because we really want to win these customers back. And there's always going to be people who will take the discounts and always going to be people who will not take the discount. No matter if you offer everything for 80% off, 70% off. There will be people who will still not take that discount. So that is the reason why we have 8 emails in this flow. It is because we really want to win back these customers. But these are the 3 main automation flows that you guys should have for your Shopify stores if you are really serious about this business. Again, I'm going to be only showing these specific 3 flows because if I showed all of them, this video would take hours and hours. But the general layout is the same. You want to start out with these specific flows and move your way towards other flows. Go back to the beginning of this video and check out all of the flows that I have, or take a screenshot of the page on Klaviyo that I had, but start with the flows that I have mentioned in this video. And if you guys did find any type of value in this video, make sure to leave a like down below. It really motivates me to put out even more videos just like these ones. And I'll see you guys next time.